Yo,
Anyway.
so real quick, y'all made a video, or Lucaro, so to speak.
Right.
The title was insane. I was like, this is a real title for the video? I cannot believe it. Tell them about the title, bro.
Oh, okay. So I did a video with Steve the Dean. We talked about we said real men pay 50-50 and losers pay 100%. So basically what we're saying is there's a lot of people think that going half financially or a woman giving some money financially is a bad thing. But what happens is a lot of guys have been conditioned to think that when it comes to finances, they're supposed to pay for everything. Now, if you do that, that's cool if that's your actual program. For whatever reason, that makes sense to you if it's what you really want to do versus you being conditioned to do it. That's two different things, right? But what I was basically saying is this. Anytime a woman does not like you, like she doesn't really like you, you have to compensate for what she doesn't like. So for example, if I meet a woman and she's into me 100%, right? I don't have to do anything but just be there, exist, and be me and do what I do. Yeah. Right now, if I meet a woman and she likes me, let's say 70%, then there's 30% missing. And that 30% is I got to take her out on a bunch of dates. I got to pay her rent. I got to pay her bills. I got to get her hair and nails done. Yeah. So anytime a woman is demanding any type of money from you or expecting money from you, that means that she doesn't really like you and you have to compensate by giving her money. Because what she's essentially saying is, I don't really like you that much, so it's going to only be worth my while to deal with you if you give me money so that I can feel like this is worth my time. But the reason why you need to give her money and do all these other extra things is because she's not really into you. So, and it doesn't even necessarily need to be just money. It could be like, spending more time with her on the phone or, hanging out with her and talking with her. But it's basically anything where a woman is demanding something of you, that means she's not fully interested in you, which is why you got to pay, which is why you got to spend more time, which is why you got to do all this other extra stuff. So a lot of guys, they think it's normal. They think it's been normalized to say, well, you're a man, so you got to give her this. And so they don't even think nothing of it. But remember, women are going to take advantage of you if they don't like you because they say, well, I know you want this. And in order to get to the you're going to have to pay up. You see what I'm saying? So understand that.
And I think it's very important that the audience kind of understand this situation. Because, like, when you were explaining it before, I was like, oh, wow, this makes perfect sense. Because, like, as you guys know, I say, hey, you need to be the protector, the provider, etc., that you are the leader, so that means you have responsibilities. But I think it's also very important for men to understand just because you're capable of being a protector and provider doesn't mean you need to give it to every female.
Right.
Right? And
you can't.
Yeah, you can't. You absolutely can't. And the problem is there's guys that have money and they got some status and they'll gladly give that to a female without her earning it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And they didn't do the legwork to see how much she actually likes them and giving them the reward of I will take care of you.
Right.
They'll go ahead, because like you said before, and I love that you said that, if a girl doesn't like you, there's a deficiency in your sexual market value. You're missing something. Let's say you have money, but you're fat, right? Well, she's not sexually aroused by you. So now you have to compensate for her lack of arousal in you or your lower sexual market value by paying for everything.
Right.
That's how you end up with like these sugar baby, sugar daddy relationships where he has to pay to basically get something that should be for free.
Facts.
Because she likes him. So I think it is important where that's a great test to employ or to deploy whenever you're with a girl and you suspect that, well, I mean, you should already fucking know. But some guys need to get smacked in the face sometimes.
Right.
That's a great test to deploy to see if she likes you. If you say, oh, let's go half and half here, and she bucks or any of that other shit, then you know that she doesn't like you like that, and she's only dealing with you for a financial necessity to some degree.
Right.
So I can see how the 50-50 tactic can be done to vet out women that don't actually like you.
Right, exactly.
And I think and for guys that maybe are newer to the game or just kind of getting in and they're not familiar with how women are able to extract resources from men so effortlessly, you might have to go ahead and apply that in the beginning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I tell guys you got to date a girl for 6 months to a year before you even think about wifing her up or committing any resources to her.
Right.
Like,
that's what we talk about with the vetting process. You got to date her for at least a year.
But so many guys, like you said, so many guys will be so quick to give her money up front and pay her bills within a week of meeting her. That's a fucking problem. I agree.
Hey, you got some guys who go extreme and don't give a woman shit. and make women give them everything, and they will.
Right.
Like some of the Poogies and Ray Rays, fresh out of jail. As soon as he gets home, he got access to the Benz, the house, the bank account, everything. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You got some guys who are on that type of game level where they can make a woman give everything to him. Maybe maybe the is good, whatever it is. But you have some guys who take it to the extreme and they make sure that they get everything from a woman. You see what I'm saying? And it's possible. But here's the thing. The reason why so many guys believe in that paying stuff is like I said, it's the conditioning of me being lower than a woman.
Right.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I don't realize that her ignoring me, her treating me this way, I don't even realize that I'm being treated bad.
Right.
Like a lot of these guys, they really don't think so. Like they're paying a rent in one of these high rises, right? and she doesn't return his text until the end of the month.
Yeah, that's yeah, you're right.
Yo,
You're right.
Bro, I watched a video the other day, and the guy finally woke up and stopped paying this woman's bills. He came out of his job and saw a brick in his car window. But he was explaining how he was paying her bills for 9 months. That's 9 fucking months of you paying a woman's bills. That is not a woman swindling you, bro. That is you thinking for 9 months that is the way a woman should treat you, and you going along with it.
Yeah. So guys, quick word from our sponsor real fast. You know we don't mess around when it comes to leveling up, and that goes for your coffee too. If you're still drinking that sugary shit, you're already started your morning off wrong. 1775 Coffee's protein creamer is what real men use to start their day. 10 grams of whey protein per serving, designed to build muscle and boost metabolism. Most people are tossing whey protein into their coffee, but we took it a step further and made a creamer with whey protein already built in, no added sugar, just protein. They just dropped this protein creamer along with a whole new lineup. In addition to the classic dark and medium roast, you'll find new coffee pods and a brain-boosting mushroom blend that'll have you focus like a sniper locked in on CNN. Don't start your morning funding the woke mob and dumping garbage into your body. Do it right with 1775 Coffee. Use code FRESH to get 15% off. Guys, I'm drinking 1775 Coffee right now, man. As we walk it like we talk it over here, guys, and they got one that has a protein blend, man, so definitely go show them support. Shout out to 1775 Coffee.
you got women here, especially in Miami, right? Living in these expensive apartments, and you're like, wait, you work at Wendy's, you work at Target. How are you paying for this apartment? You kind of find out, you go to her crib, it's nicely decked out, all the latest furniture, nice equipment, even Alexa's in there chilling.
Yeah, yeah.
Then you're like, how much is rent over here? She's like, I can't remember.
I can't remember.
Bitch, you can't remember? Wait a minute. And then it's like, wait, don't you pay rent? Well, no, my friend does.
My friend.
I'm like, wait, who's your friend? Wait, it gets better. Yeah, well, he used to be my ex. Used to be your ex. This is normal. Or it's the guy, sugar daddy, paying the rent. And then kind of find out, you know who's in the house smashing? One of us.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, for
And
free.
it's like, she don't respect you because now you're a donor. You're just paying the bills that need to be paid so I can do what I want to do
And
now.
if that guy had employed that tactic, took her out to dinner, hey, can you cover half of this? You would have known immediately where she stands.
Exactly.
Right? So I can see, like, it's a good tactic to use if you're, like, out with a girl and you, like, suspect, like, okay, I don't think this girl really fucks with me. Do that test and see what she does.
Let's be honest
Right.
here, though. The current modern mindset of a woman is, if you got to pay half and half, I don't want this guy. Hold on. How does a guy properly implement this strategy to not seem like one of those guys that's just trying to, like, finesse?
No, so this is the thing. You got to understand that this is why you can't listen to women. Because what happens is like everything you said is null and void if a woman is interested in you. When a woman is interested in you, she will do anything.
Anything.
This is so basically, and this is what happens where so for example, when I like, let's say I plan a date with a girl or something like that, I always get the girl to come to me. So like, even I was talking to this girl, she lived like 3 hours from where I was staying at. I said, yo, let's meet. And the place that I was meeting her at was literally one block I had to walk. She had to drive 3 hours. So she met me at the place.
And Lucario's feet hurt, guys.
Right, exactly. Right. So she drove 3 hours to meet me for a half an hour. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I had another situation where I had a girl come to see me.
Okay, so you also do it based on time as well.
Exactly.
Not just, okay, so to be clear for the audience, it's not just 50-50 on who's going to pay for the thing. It's also a time commitment as well.
It's everything. You got it. So you got to have.
Oh, that makes it even better. Then.
Right. You have to have women earn everything. And so this is the thing. Yeah. What happens is the reason why guys don't do that is because in their mind that doesn't make sense. That's impossible. It's impossible. Why would a girl come 3 hours to see you? That doesn't make sense. Why would a girl? And that's what guys think when they don't have game, because that's not their reality.
Well,
right?
Actually, let's talk about this, because this whole 50-50 thing just took a different turn. And I think when you say like 50-50, people assume that means like you guys are seated at a place,
right?
The bill comes and it's like, all right, give me half. No, you're saying 50-50 in all effort, as in you need to come to me, you need to put,
like she has to put in some effort.
I agree with that.
Right. And most guys don't do that, because what happens is that they don't stand on anything. So what happens is when you're dating, this is how the game works. You have a man and a woman and they're playing chicken. And so they're coming this way and the guy swerves and fucking hits the curb because he moves, and when the woman should be moving. So what you basically say is, you say, hey, listen, this is what I want. Either take it or leave it, right? What most guys do is they come up to the girl and say, hey, what do you want? And how can I give you that? So she's already like, he's a loser. So I can just, so what happens is this, you have to be willing to, for a woman to say no to you. You have to be willing for a woman to walk away. You have to be willing to not get the girl in order to be able to actually stand in your manhood. Because this is the thing. When you're a man, you're going to get women. When you're a man, you're going to get women who actually follow your lead. When you're a man, you're going to have relationships on your terms, which is the best type of relationships. Most guys are not men. Do you understand what I'm saying? Most of the people who are watching this, most of the people who are watching the internet, most of the people who are even watching the stuff that we do on our channels, they're not men. They want to be men, but they're not men. You feel what I'm saying? Because to be a man is a position. That means that you actually have to do something, and you actually have to stand on something. You have to be consistent. And most guys can't do that. You see what I'm saying? And this is why they get run by women. And this is the thing I'm going to say too, because I think it's very important. When you're dealing with a woman, because we talked about earlier, like, dealing with a woman who doesn't like you, right? Dealing with a woman who doesn't like you is dangerous, because what happens is you start to deal with women in ways where you have to sort of give them something like money or more time and all this other stuff in order to get the girl. So now what happens is when you, for example, run out of money and you can't give her any more money, now she's pissed, because now she feels like you cheated her. So now, even though you might not have done anything to her, she's going to feel slighted because you not giving her money is doing something to her. How could you not give me? How could you do this to me? What's wrong with you? How could you see what I'm saying?
And the reason why she's on you.
Right. And the reason why she's acting like that is because she got so dependent on what you were giving her, and that was your relationship. So by you not giving it to her, she feels some type of way, and she feels almost like you're using and abusing her, because she's like, why am I still dealing with this guy when he's not giving me what I want, and I don't like him? So now if I don't like you and you touch me, what does that say? Oh, you're assaulting me.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So and it goes down that path. It's crazy.
Yeah, because it's amazing the reception a man gets based on how much the girl likes him. If you give her, you make a joke, like a sexual joke. If she likes you, she'll say, oh my God, Tommy, stop. But if she doesn't like you, she'll say, oh, sexual harassment.
Right, exactly.
So the action is the same, but what matters is who conducted said action. And I think men need to understand that depending on who you are dictates how the women are going to treat you, right?